beautiful tally hoes, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if you're new here, this is your first time, then hello, welcome. My name is tallysharp, and it would mean the absolute world to me if you could hit that subscribe button and become part of my tally ho community. So I asked you guys on Instagram, what do you want to see in 2021? And so many of you said Q&As. So that is what I'm bringing for you today. I've screenshotted all your questions from the gram. And let's get straight into this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you want more of these videos, and also subscribe and share my channel so that we can grow. So the first question we have is, on your gloomy days, how do you find motivation to be productive? Literally, today is a very gloomy day. Not just literally, because the weather is absolutely appalling. It's been raining all morning, but actually with like how I feel. I woke up and I was like really tired. I didn't really want to film or anything today, but I think what I have to do in order to be productive is wake up, literally just get out of bed, brush your teeth, wash your face, put your hair up, even just like a ponytail or anything, just get it out your face and force yourself to maybe put on some music and tidy up. Tidy up, make your bed for like 10 minutes. And what I like to do, especially because I obviously do work from home, I like to go for a walk in the morning. It's kind of like a break between my house and then like my workplace. Sometimes mentally it works, sometimes it doesn't. Also, maybe having like a Pinterest board would be super helpful as well, because then you can like look at that to continue your manifestation, like what your goals are, where you want to go, where you want to be. Like even today, because it was raining, I didn't go for a walk. I actually just went for a drive and listened to a podcast, and I drove past where I want to live in the future, and that like really gave me the kick up the arse, to be honest, to just have a productive day. So I hope that helps. Do you play any video games? So I actually don't, although I do really want to. Back in the day, like when I was at school, as soon as I would get home, I would play like Super Nintendo, Super Mario, Luigi, all of that kind of stuff. And I really, really loved it. So I would actually kind of like to get like a little, whatever they're called, and play. My nephew actually makes me play like Fortnite sometimes and stuff like that. And I think if I get the hang of it, then like I'll be good at it. Moving on. I'm the same height and clothing size as you. What was that? I struggle for bras. Can you recommend a good place to shop? I do get most of my bras from Fig Leaves or like ASOS, but I do actually have a dedicated bra video for you guys. It doesn't really need to be updated because I'm still using all of those bras and stuff like that. And also I'm thinking of doing like a Valentine's Day lingerie haul. Let me know if you want that to potentially help you guys out. What skincare products do you use? You're so beautiful, by the way, and I love your content. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, so my skincare kind of, it always changes, and the brands I go between are Dermalogica and Kiehl's mostly. I was actually struggling with my skin. Like if you saw some of my vlogs recently, my skin was actually terrible, and I was thinking, what is going on? I couldn't control it. So then I started using the Dermalogica Breakout Cleanser, and it's really, really helped. So I've been using that, and then I've been using quite a rich moisturizer, as I do have quite dry skin, but also I suffer with pigmentation as well. So I'm still trying to find like a serum that works really well for that. My skin was looking absolutely stunning when I first started using all of these Kiehl's products. And yeah, then I had a facial and it just like blew up. Like I don't know what happened, and then I couldn't get control back over it until I started using that Dermalogica cleanser. So when I have like consistently amazing skin, I will keep you updated like what I'm using and stuff. And let me know if you want a skincare routine. It's really annoying for me because I was a skincare therapist before. I did like YouTube and Instagram and all stuff like that, and so I know all the facts and all the details, but it's just different for everyone. Everyone's skin reacts differently, and like it's so temperamental almost, because your skin could be amazing one minute and then just like terrible the next. And it is down to like what you eat, how much water you drink and stuff like that. But yeah, let me know if you want a skincare video when I've sorted it out. It's kind of clear at the moment, to be honest. I just have a lot of dark patches and it's not very even. Like as soon as I put one layer of foundation, it looks good. Like it's clear, but it's just underneath that. But anyway, love your energy and content. Oh, thank you. How did you get your first big sponsorship / contract? Oh, my first one. My first one. Was it Boohoo? It'd be so helpful if I could remember my first one. Okay, I don't remember who it was, which is terrible. And when you say big sponsorship, my first Boohoo sponsorship wasn't big. Like, I'm not 100% sure my first big sponsorship, but I want to be as transparent with you guys how to like, because really the question is, how do you get sponsorships and stuff? So really, once you grow a following and you're consistent and your content's good quality and you're doing it for a purpose, like my purpose is to inspire you to step out your comfort zone in fashion and in your body positivity. So have a message that you want to portray and that you really believe in, and then be consistent. And to be honest with you, once you get like on Fashion Nova's radar, it kind of starts building up from there, because you're being consistent, because you have to be. You're working with a very respectable brand. You're getting your name out there, you're getting on the explore pages, and more people are starting to know like who you are. And then they'll start approaching you, and also you can reach out to them, have like a professional email set up, and basically pitch yourself. There's not actually like a manual on how to be like an influencer or like an Instagram model, or how this all works, and it's actually so stressful. Like, I remember in the beginning I was crying pretty much every month because there was like constantly things that people were asking of me and I had no idea what they were. So 100% do your research. There's so many videos out there on how to get into the algorithms, how to use hashtags, stuff like that, and they will start approaching you. I think my biggest contract was recently, and the company just approached me with a fee. I agreed to it or I didn't, and I did. Another key thing though is to only take sponsorships, only work with companies that you would purchase from. So I only work really with my favourite clothing companies. Of course there's so many other brands that I haven't worked with as of yet that I would love to work with. If you're watching this and you're a brand, reach out to me. Be positive, be consistent, know why you're doing it. And yeah, honestly, they'll just reach out to you, you reach out to them. I haven't personally got a manager as of yet, but when I do, they'll sort of take over that side of things and they'll have contacts and stuff like that. But for now, I've just been grinding by myself. How many tattoos do you have? So I only have one tattoo and it's on my ankle. I got it with my ex-boyfriend when we went on holiday to Greece, and he got one too. He got one on his like collarbone. Yeah, and I was so surprised that it doesn't even hurt. Like, it didn't hurt. There was a little bit like on the ankle bony part that was a little bit like, this is uncomfortable. And it's like a Star of David with a peace dove inside it. Do you have an ideal type? Yeah, is that bad to say? I don't think it is bad to say. Do you know what? Everyone has their preference. Obviously, there's so many qualities that you look for and values that you look for in a person. So I do tend to draw more towards that and their personality. Do they make me laugh and stuff like that? But I do have like an ideal preference, and it is like tall, dark and handsome. Although saying that, I'm 5'2", so like I don't really care about height. I'm not one of those girls that are like, they have to be like 6 foot at least, and if they're below, then like, no. I'm not like that at all. As long as they can reach like the top kitchen cupboard, like we're fine. Because the other day I was getting a wine glass, or trying to get a wine glass, and my brother had to help me because I couldn't even reach it. Do you know Shay Zanko? Yes, I do. So we met at a Nasty Girl event that happened a few months ago. It was just a small Nasty Girl launch with Emily Ratajkowski. We got our nails done, we had some cake, we had, oh, was it like a macchiato? It was like this thing, and it was actually so yummy. It was all on my Instagram stories and everything. We had so much fun, and she's Israeli and I'm half Israeli, so I feel like we got on really, really well, and like we stay in contact on Instagram and stuff. So yeah. When are you coming to Israel? I get asked this so much. Firstly, when I'm allowed. My brother's going in May and I would quite like to go with him and do like a few spots. I want to go to the hotel on the Dead Sea and like do all the mud and like float on the water and exfoliate my skin, see all my friends in Tel Aviv and just chill out. So as soon as I'm allowed, I can. I renewed my passport last year, so I'm pretty much good to go. Where did you get your rings from? Okay, so this one is Pandora, and I got it when I worked for them. I would love to work with Pandora. When I first started that job, that was a job that I actually thought that I might stay in because I loved how the brand was created and the people behind it and stuff like that. But let me tell you, the discount that you get when you work there is a joke. So I did not pay a lot for it at all. And then the middle finger ring I got from the Brighton Lanes again, and it was like £13 for sterling silver, and it's pretty cute, mate. You know all of these like Cartier rings that everyone's wearing? They're like the love ring or whatever. I really wanted one and I didn't have any, I didn't even know it was Cartier, to be honest. And then I just searched in like gold ring so that hopefully it would come up, and it did, and it was like £1,000. I will not be buying that for myself. What would you want to see in a man so you could say, yes, I want to spend my life with him? Okay. Well, I'm not even ashamed to say this. I have a list. And the reason I have a list, my next partner, I would love for it to be a long-term thing. I want to eventually, you know, maybe get married and have some kids, you know. And it's also just nice to have it on a list. Like, I'm like an overthinker and have so much in my head that I kind of like it to be in front of me. So I'm gonna read you a few. I think it's good to have a list. You know what you want, you don't waste time. I was listening to a BREENYLEE video and she was talking all about a list and stuff like that. So I'll leave that linked down below because it might help you. But she has it in like categories. So she has like preference, must-haves, like all of these. Just listen to the podcast, it really helps. So for me, I want someone who loves their job, who loves to travel, they love animals, spontaneous and adventurous, because that is when I am most happy, when I'm traveling, when I'm away, when I'm experiencing different cultures. I just love it so much. I like a gentleman, obviously, someone who is family orientated, organized, efficient, like has their shit together so that I don't have to worry about them. They can like sort themselves out and I can get on with my stuff, and then we come together and it's just this beautiful thing, you know. I like them to be chilled though, you know. I like them to be chill, like a YOLO mindset almost, but I want them to just have their shit together. Like, they know where they're going in life, they know what they want, stuff like that. I like someone a bit corny and a little bit goofy. Someone who's patient, because I'm not. And someone who's just proud to have me, who wants to show me off, who isn't ashamed in any way. Having said all this, like, I know what I bring to the table. I think it's also good to have a list of like your qualities and to ensure that you know that you are lovable and that you know what you want so that you don't end up settling or anything like that. But at the same time, you can't really help who you fall in love with. And so if they're showing me signs of all those things and they try really hard and they're so beautiful, then of course, like, I'm gonna love you, I'm gonna be there for you. Would you live abroad, and if so, where and why? So no, I wouldn't live abroad ever again. I feel like if you've ever moved abroad and it wasn't for you, you pretty much know straight away. I know that I'm not in the only boat with feeling like this. My brother's currently living in Holland and he doesn't love it, and his girlfriend also lived here from Holland before, and it wasn't for her either. So it's very stressful, it's a massive change, and I think maybe if you didn't have like, no, I still wouldn't. I was gonna say if you didn't have family and friends, then you could just uproot your life and go anywhere. But at the same time, you know, like, there's comfort at home, obviously, and I love that comfort. I know where I like to go, I know the places I like to go, but then I love to take myself out of that to still experience the world. So maybe I would have like a holiday home or like somewhere in a really hot place. Like I would absolutely love that. I could see myself, you know, having an apartment in somewhere hot, but where would it be? I don't know. I'd say maybe Greece. I was actually thinking the other day, how cool would it be if like when COVID is over, I just like rented an apartment in Greece for like 3-4 months. All the content I could get out there would be absolutely banging. I could spend my downtime at the beach. I think I might do that one day, you know. How's your dating life going? Girl, absolutely non-existent. Do you know what I mean? I think when you do know what like you're looking for, there's like an element of seriousness and of who I actually am, which is quite fun, cheeky, spontaneous. But like, I want to get the serious stuff done first, if that makes sense. Like I want to make sure that I'm like investing my time before I do it, but that's also a terrible way to go about it. So, and obviously because of COVID, I can't date anyway, but I am actually taking this time at the moment to just focus on myself. Like you guys already know, because I've told you so many times now that I'm reading books and I'm listening to podcasts and just doing a lot of self-development stuff. And like, I'm not eager to find someone. Like I'm happy on my own for now. And if my special person comes, then I will see them, you know? How do you deal with trolls and negativity? Okay, the thing with me is that like, I know myself and I know like my values, and like I know that I do everything with the best intentions. So most negative things come from a person who's really struggling. So the only thing that you can do is either respond as like, oh, thank you for your feedback kind of thing. Then you're not letting it touch you. You're not letting it sink in. Of course you can ignore it, and that's what you should do. A lot of the time I literally just roll my eyes and I'm like, oh, whatever, and then I'll like delete it straight away. Other times I'll just respond saying thank you for your feedback. Like I won't let it absorb me, I won't let it in, and I'll just say thank you for your feedback. Because you meet nasty people, like negative people every day in life, and how you respond to that is more important than what they're saying to you. So as long as you just say thank you for your feedback, then what they wanted to do didn't touch you and you won. So you can like pride yourself in being the bigger person. That's all you can do, really. Do you know what I mean? Did you say you have a full body wax? If so, where hurts the most and how long does it last? So I don't get a full body wax. I shave my bottom part of my legs. I get laser on my thighs and bikini line. And then I get a Hollywood wax, which is your vagina and your bum crack. And that lasts like, whew, ages, to be honest. I say it takes about like a week and a half to start growing back, but then it starts to grow back a lot slower than obviously if you were shaving. So I wouldn't need another wax for like another 5 weeks or something like that. And then I get laser on my tummy, my underarms and my face. Where hurts the most, I'd probably say that's not nice. But my waxer, she's so quick, so like it's kind of just like and then it's like over and done. I would always say that the most painful place is your upper lip. That hurts so much. I'd prefer, well, I get it done like voluntarily, but I'd prefer waxed over my upper lip any day of the week. Pip, sorry if I've missed an update. Aww, Courtney. You know my OGs, I never ever forget who you are. I love you so much. I love all of you so much. So Pip is my dog who now lives with my aunt in America, and he's getting old, but he's getting old happily. He's got a friend there. There's not really much to update you on. He's doing okay. Like, I really want to go and see him. You guys know how much I love that dog, and I want to see him before he passes because he's so old now that I have to get it in, but obviously COVID COVID's happened and I can't, but as soon as I can, I'll be on that flight to go and see him. If you could travel now, where would you go? Oh my God, good question. Okay, I'd probably go to Bali, to be quite honest. I really want to go Bali. Or I would do like a guided tour, because like a lot of my friends, they can't go away. So maybe like a guided like tour, or like an organised tour like around the US or something like that. That would be quite fun. Otherwise, I really want to go to the Caribbean. I just want to do my self-development, like reading on a beach in the Caribbean with cocktails. Like, please God. Favourite flavour? Squash, my girl. Okay, so my favourite squash is, I think it's orange and mango. It's definitely mango, but that's my favourite. Otherwise, you know, I love all squashes. I'll never forget in Canada when I asked people who worked in like a supermarket where the squashes, they would like take me to the vegetable aisle, and I was like, no. Favourite plus size brand? Wow, what a juicy question. To be honest with you, you already know. Like most of you know, it's Fashion Nova. I wear Fashion Nova on a daily basis. My whole wardrobe is pretty much Fashion Nova. I do love Nasty Girl as well, because I think their quality is a lot better than like Boohoo and PLT. But I wear all of them, I purchase all of them, but my favourite would always be Fashion Nova. Do you have any kinks? Little juicy question. Oh, you naughty girl. Okay, so actually, do you know what? I actually have a sponsorship that's coming very soon, and it's gonna be in that lingerie Valentine's Day haul for you guys. So make sure you watch that, because my life has changed since I've got this product. Trust me. Well, tally-hoes, that's the end of this Q&A. Let me know if you want another one by thumbsing up this video. This video's shout out is to Lauren Amber. Thank you so much for commenting on my last video. If you guys want to be shouted out in my next video, then all you have to do is comment down below and you may be picked. I love you guys, honestly, so much. I hope that you enjoyed this Q&A, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!